Right center. In comes Piscotty. 2 gone. Ready for another shot now. Zach Kozart. It was a walk in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Comes set with the 0-1. And a swing and a miss at a ball in the dirt.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there on the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Check his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. 3-2's our score here in inning number 6. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. First pitch of the at-bat. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. And that one just missed outside. Here now the 2-2. Here's laid off and the count runs full.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Coming to the plate now. Crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The windup and the 0-1. And this is bounced foul with the plate, and that moves the count to 0-2 now. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the A's catcher. This one's down to 3rd. And a throw to Pujols is in time for the 2nd out. Digging in to try it again, Steve Lombardozzi. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Sent on the ground out to second. Taken in by Kinsler. Throw to Pujols is going to be in time, and the inning is over. Blake Trinan gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Here's Luis Valbuena now. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger. Ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. The big bat of Albert Pujols is due up next. Now the 3-2 pitch. Popped him up. And he'll get over to... Oh, it kicks off his glove. How did he do that? Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike three called. One away. Here's Albert now. Career against Blake Trinan. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. First delivery to him on the way. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. Looks like a right-hander's got enough to throw now in the Oakland pen. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Wow, that's what a veteran hitter will do, right? Takes 2 really good pitches, both just missing the strike zone, and puts himself into a good 2-0 hitter's count.
3-0 to him now. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. And, he thought that was ball 4, but it's called a strike. 3-1 now.
This is where if you're the batter, one pitch, one spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
Again, he sends it out of play. Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
First pitch on its way, and this one gets away. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. On the ground to short. Could this be 2? To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Here's Jed Lowry now. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the...
Jed Lowry.
Blake Parker enters from the pen to start the 8th, and it's quite possible they'll ask him to pitch 2 full innings to close this out. Here's the first pitch to him. A ball and no strikes. Lifted the other way down the left field line. After it is Upton. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Digging in and looking for more, Stephen Piscotty. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. No balls and a strike to count. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw gets him, 2 down. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Chris Davis. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. No balls and 1 strike. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Popped high in the air. Pujols is under it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Liam Hendricks will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
Liam Hendricks.
Into the box, Martin Maldonado. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Hit hard on the ground to second. Lombardozzi right there. Throw to first is in time for the first out. In now is Andrelton Simmons. In previous meetings with Liam Hendricks, he's gone 3 for 8. Here comes the first pitch. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Right side. Lombardozzi in the hole. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Number 3.
Now at the plate, Ian Kinsler. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The next 0-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. Angels are gone in order. Back now at the Big A as we get a look there at the great city of Los Angeles. Ninth inning set to begin. Off we go in the ninth as the first pitch misses for ball one. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
So we got him looking there. Matt Olson becomes the first out in the ninth inning. 1-0 the count. The 1-0 home. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Trout giving chase. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Up next, the speedy outfielder Dustin Fowler. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. 1 ball, no strikes to count. 1-run game here in the top of the ninth. A bouncer up the middle. Played on the backhand. And the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless. Standing in, Matt Chapman. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. The 0-1 delivery. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Last strike now for Oakland. Smoke toward third, and that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
Now it seemed like his stuff is really effective right now.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that, Natty. He's allowed a couple of runners to reach here in the inning, and the command just doesn't seem to be there anymore. I got to think they're going to turn to a bullpen option very soon, if not right away.
Mano-a-mano with Blake Parker. Not a big sample. Throw to first is in time. They got him, and the ball game is over. 3-2 to finish in tonight's game. Los Angeles took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Andrew Heaney earns the win, his second. Blake Parker works 2 full innings in relief to record the save, his first of the year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 49 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at the Big A, 45,050. The Angels once again thank you for attending tonight's game and remind you to please drive home safely. Thank you and good night.
downtown L.A. Striding into the box, Steve Lombardozzi. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they've been playing some quality baseball. The first 4 games of this homestand, they've taken 3 out of the first 4, looking to capitalize and continue to play good ball today.
You know, Dero, this is time to get greedy. When you win 3 of the first 4, boy, if you can win 4 out of the first 5, that sets up a really nice stretch of baseball. They'd love to win this one here today and keep that roll going.
Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, I'll keep an eye on the leadoff guy and see what he can do in this one. Looking at the stats, he's hitting over 400 versus right-handed pitching this season. He's obviously facing a right-hander on the mound today, so, guys, he could have a real impact on this game.
And a throw to Pujols is in time for the second out. Here's Chris Davis now. Here comes the first pitch. A ball and no strikes.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player.
Now, meanwhile here, this ball's hit fairly well down that left field line, and it's going to stay fair. It's a home run. I'm sure you know it's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch. Way in front of that fastball.
Hey, after giving up that extra base hit right there, I love the fact that he came back with much better location, much better execution. That might have woke him up.
Let's see what they throw Olsen on a 3-1 count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. And it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs.
Well, he hit a homer last night, too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff, don't give him anything he can extend his arms on. You do, and he's going to make you pay for it just like he did.
He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Throw over to Pujols at first. He'll take care of him to end the inning. Into the box now, Andrelton Simmons. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First delivery to him on the way. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. And so this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They came out on the losing. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, guys, yesterday's loss was a tough one. A 1-run loss. Hopefully they were able to just acclimate themselves to the city, get a chance to hit the streets, maybe regroup a little bit, and show up today ready to go. I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still 1 good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, Dero, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
Joyce has to come in a few steps, but he has it for route number 1. Here's a look now at the Angels starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Yeah, you have to look out for the guy they call Simba, Andrelton Simmons. He leads the team in on-base percentage, and we all know.
Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A 2-run shot that time for Mike Trout. Second home run early in the year as the Angels have come back to tie things at 2. Here's Justin Upton now. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. Upton, 30 years of age. He was a first-round pick back in 2005.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Justin Upton becomes out number 2 this inning.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
Zach Cozart is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Pretty late with the swing there. As a pitcher, you have to recognize that and keep coming in with the hard stuff until he proves he can hit it.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. But the Angels get 2, both on this. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Marcus Semien, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. And he's going to kick off the second with extra bases. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
The fans didn't even get a chance to settle in their seats for the beginning of the inning, and he just blistered that ball down the line on the first pitch he saw. It stayed fair, and he's safely on second with the leadoff double. That's the way you lead off an inning.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Chopped weakly to the right. Throw won't get him at first. An infield single, and it's first and third now. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Ready with the 0-1. A wave and a miss.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes, you can bury one for a potential strikeout, and at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn one.
Now, meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate. It's a 3-2 ball game.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D. Where you get that base hit to give your team the lead, you have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to.
Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile, the runner is in to score. Striding in for Oakland, Steve Lombardozzi. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. 0-1 the count. Left side. And there are 2 away now. Here's Jed Lowry now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. In the dirt here, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Popped him up. But this will land untouched. Chapman at third with 2 away. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me. Here's Luis Valbuena now. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest.
Luis Valbuena.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
And this will be fouled away. Here's another 1-2. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. And And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's working full now at 3-2. The big bat of Albert Pujols is due up next. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. Here's Albert now. Past battles with Kendall Graveman. His batting average checks in at .433. He's also hit 3 home runs. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Joyce is there. And that's the second out of the inning. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. First pitch on its way. Fouled away. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch, that slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for...
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Digging in now, Chris Davis. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. 1-0 count. Here it is. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. And there's ball 2 now. Tapper up the line. And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step. Hold on here, though. You can see the skipper heading out of the dugout now, so that very close safe call might be challenged.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's another shot of it right here. Not easy to tell for sure from that shot. Going to be interesting to see what they want to do with this one.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Matt Olson, and he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out. And try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
So coming to the plate, Matt Joyce. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
Count even at 2-2. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2 and...
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it.
The batter, number 10, designated hitter, Marcus Cummings.
Jose Alvarez is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Into the box, Marcus Semien. No balls and a strike to count. Behind 0-2 now. A pause and the 0-2. Great changeup there in the dirt for the third strike. And that ends the inning. The A's add on to their lead with the solo home run. In now, Martin Maldonado. Past battles with Kendall Graveman. Just a 1 for 9.
Maldonado.
Slow bouncer to the right side. Olsen has it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter, number 2, shortstop.
One away, and here's the shortstop, Andrelton Simmons. First delivery to him on the way. Just a tick behind for a strike. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1.
Stay on the attack if you're the pitcher right here. You know who's lurking, 3, 4, 5, and you'd love to see that number 3-hole hitter lead that next inning.
A little late that time as he swings and misses for strike 1.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Ready for another chance? Dustin Fowler as we begin the top of the 4th. Ripped down the line. This is skied into short left center. Here comes Upton. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The batter, third baseman.
Stepping into the box, Matt Chapman. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The catcher, number 13.
At the plate, Bruce Maxwell. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Kinsler's got it. And he will get him at first on a fine spin and throw.
And leading off for the Halos, center fielder, Mike.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Late that time for a strike.
You know, we saw these guys around the cage during batting practice, and they told us they were going to be aggressive. I think this is getting a little ridiculous. They better watch themselves. If they don't start putting balls in gaps, this guy's going to find himself in the 8th inning cruising.
And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
The left fielder, number 8.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Justin Upton. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he takes ball 1.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. Next will be the designated hitter, Zach Cozart. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. And Cozart even in the count at 1-1. 2 runs on 2 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Angels shortstop behind in the count at a ball and 2 strikes.
Looped under that one with that swing, which tells me he was probably anticipating it being a sinker.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Steve Lombardozzi. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
Ground ball left side. There is Valbuena. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away. Settling in now, Jed Lowry. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center. And that's going to find the alley. Extra bases here for Lowry.
Lowry around second, headed for third.
And he will make it up to third base, as that is a gift there off of what was a terrible throw.
And that's his first triple of the season. The way he exploded out of the box, you knew he was determined to get to third, and he made it happen.
Here's Chris Davis now. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Ready on 0-2. Line towards center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's now 6-2. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. In prior at-bats against Jose Alvarez. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
Throw to Pujols is going to be in time, and the inning is over. And now for the Angels, Luis Valbuena. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Throw by Lowry, and there's the first out. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and standing in, trouble now in the person of Albert Pujols. Liner toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Outside of home runs, nothing fires me up more than watching a good baseball player drive the ball at the opposite field. Talking about hitting the inside half of the baseball, that's exactly what happened right there. And when we say inside half of the baseball, imagine the ball coming to a complete stop halfway between home plate and the pitcher's mound, and then cutting that baseball in half and highlighting the inside half. That's where you're trying to take the knob of your bat or the hands to that spot and carve the inside half of the baseball with power.
Has a look, now the pitch. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
Popped up. Olson is there for it. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. Here's Matt.
Leading off for the Athletic. Right fielder.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. Johnson stands 6'6" and throws from the right side. He's a veteran of 13 years at the major league level, which really points to the consistency he's shown since he first broke in.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pension.
We froze him on the breaking ball that time. Matt Joyce becomes the first out of the inning. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. 6 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. And that's in there. Base hit. Up next, the speedy outfielder Dustin Fowler. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. In there, now the throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. He watches one dip low and inside for a ball, 1-1. Semien Leads off second with one gone in the inning. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. Oh, he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. Digging in, Matt Chapman. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. And he takes a called strike 2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. He'll look to light a spark that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they face. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
Standing in, Mike Trout. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a swing and a high, deep drive headed for the right field corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball.
So far, this has been a very productive outing. We're into the middle innings of this one, and his pitch count is down, and this might be one of those starts where he can work deep into this game, possibly into the 8th or 9th inning.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now. Here's Justin Upton now. No hits to this point. First pitch on its way to Upton. And that misses, ball 1. A shot down the first baseline. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Hey, after starting the game 0 for 2 with 2 punches. Outs, that single had to feel good. Nice piece of it.
Coming to the plate now, Zach Kozart. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
That's what makes pitching so difficult. You get the first 2 guys out of the inning, then you give up that 2-out base hit. Now you have the middle part of the order coming up, and this is where you have to really refocus on that mound, stay out of a potential big inning.
Here's the 0-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends. Here's the German-born catcher Bruce Maxwell. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. Lifted the other way to left center. Upton's under it, and that's the first out of the inning. Digging in, the switch hitter, Steve Lombardozzi. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Check swing grounder to the right side. There to get it is Kinsler, and he is in there.
You know what we call that? We call that clean living. To get a knock on a check swing does not happen often. This guy obviously had some good karma coming his way.
No balls and 1 strike. And now a pitch that's taken here by Lowry as that evens the count at 1-1. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Now the 2-1 hit hard down the line, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Popped him up. Maldonado shading to his right, makes the play, and there are two gone now. Chris Davis will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1.
Especially after drilling the last guy up at the plate. Mechanics back under you and establish yourself back in the strike zone.
Hit sharply on the ground, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no run. Riding in once again, Luis Valbuena. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one just missed outside. A swing and a miss at one that almost hit him.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
No contact there, and it's 1-2. He'll try again, 1-2. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Chapman will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone. So one away now for the Angels in the 7th. And stepping in the former MVP, Albert Pujols. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard to the right, but foul. One strike to Pujols. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Another one sent foul. One out, nobody on. This is flared out towards second. The spin throw gets him at first. Nicely done for the second out. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Smoked on the ground left side. Chapman has it cleanly, and the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Into the box now, Matt Joyce. He'll start us off in the 8th. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. That's wide, 2-0.
Back-to-back pitches, they've gone away. Do you tell yourself as a hitter he wants to come in right here? I don't think so. I think he's trying to find that outside corner and adjust accordingly.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Joyce on at first, nobody out. Grounded to third, this could be 2. Valbuena's got it. Kinsler for 1. On to Pujols at first, and it's a double play. Now to the plate, Dustin Fowler is working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. Skied into straightaway right. Calhoun is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Martin Maldonado. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Fowler ranging back, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. The relay not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Yeah, it looked like the center fielder got a fairly good jump on this ball, but he just doesn't have enough hops to bring it in. And once it's by him, you know he was going to get at least a double.
Ryan Dull is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a shot to right field, and that's going to be in for a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's 1st and 3rd now with nobody out.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets through, but eventually does get to third base.
In now, Ian Kinsler, as he lets it in the air to right field. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And a relay home, and he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly. Now at the plate, Mike Trout has got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch on its way. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
Behind 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
He's set, and the pitch. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1.
I'll tell you, if I'm on the hill, I'm throwing that changeup again. Didn't look like he picked it up very well out of his hand.
Upton in a hole, 0-2 the count to him.
Hey, this is interesting right here. Got him down 0-2. He's been swinging the heck out of the bat. I thought they would pitch around him. He's going to have to button it up a little bit.
And he goes and pops this one out towards second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. The inning here for the Angels on a couple of hits. So that brings.
Leading off for the Athletics, third baseman,
Cam Bedrosian enters from the pen to start the 9th inning, as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And a slider stays outside, and he falls behind 2-0.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last two pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
In tight as this pitch misses, and it's a 4-pitch walk. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
1 ball and 2 strikes to the A's catcher. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Stepping into the box, Steve Lombardozzi. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. 1-0 the count. The 1-0 home. 1-1 the count. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. And there he goes towards second. Popped him up. Valbuena in foul ground. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Simmons over to Pujols, and it's a double play that'll get him out of the inning. Yusmeiro Petit takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. So striding in, Zach Cozart. In previous matchups with Yusmeiro Petit, he's gone 4 for 9. 2 of those hits were for home runs. No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2. Hit on the ground to short. Lowry's got it. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Now batting.
Here's Luis Valbuena now.
Luis Valbuena.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike 1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. The 1-2. Swing, line drive. That's going to be troubled. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
Takes a good curveball at the knees. Valbuena, the runner at second with 1 away. Skied into straightaway right. Joyce is there. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. The relay throw, and he'll go ahead and take third on the fly ball to right, so he's 90 feet away now with 2 men gone. So striding forward now, Cole Calhoun, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. 2 outs here with a runner at third. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. Angels down to their last strike. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch that tied him up in knots, and the ball game is over. And tonight's comes to an end, 6-3 the final. The Oakland A's took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very afternoon. Up next, the speedy outfielder Dustin Fowler. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball one. And here's his fastball for a called strike one, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun. In there, 1-2 now.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing them 4.
The 1-2. Good changeup in the dirt. Strike 3. The throw to first is in time. 1 down. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
You better be careful when dealing with that 5-hole hitter. He leads the team in the 2 most important power categories for me: home runs and RBIs. Driving in guys and being able to drive yourself in. He's an impressive hitter, and it should be fun watching him do his thing in this one.
0-2 the count to Jed Lowry. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Softly hit to the left side. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
Boy, D-Roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock. He hasn't had much luck this year, but he'll take that any day.
First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. A bullet to first base. The tag will get him coming back to first. It's a double. Into the box now, Andrelton Simmons. Things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Third baseman.
Here's the first pitch. And the first pitch is chopped foul at the plate at strike 1. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
Now the moment now to take a look at the starting 9 for Mike Scioscia's Angels. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, you always have to beware of Mike Trout. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this one.
Hang on, this is hit deep into right center. This looks to have enough, and it does. A home run.
Well, he was over in the series before that blast, so that's just about as welcome a sight as he could hope for. He got a pitch to his liking and took out a lot of frustration with that swing.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. His career numbers against Minaya, 7 hits in 14 tries. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. And that misses inside 1-0. grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And that is past him at first. It's a fair ball. And he'll pull into second with one away.
As a pitcher, you'd love to assert your authority early on in the crowd here. That's a home run and a double against him now, and we're still in the first. He's going to have to make some adjustments quickly if he's going to turn this around.
The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. Looking up is Joyce. And this one is gone. A home run.
Well, it's very early, but he's looking out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or if he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
Here's the shortstop, Zach Cozart. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. 1-1 the count now. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Hit out towards second, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank. That guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Here's Chris Young. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. His career numbers against Minaya: 8 hits in 10 tries. Hit back up the middle. Simeon's got it. Lowry. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is leading off the inning. Chris Davis. And they'll need him to get something going here. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0.
Love jumping out to an early 3-0 lead, but this game is far from over. A lot of innings left to be played. He's going to have to continue to execute out on them now.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Row, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. Keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
And that'll put him on the board as it's now a 3-1 contest.
That is what every manager is looking for out of the middle of his lineup. When you get your 3, 4, and 5 hitters producing this early in the season, it can be contagious, and everyone in the lineup starts to contribute.
Past battles with Matt Shoemaker. He's got 4 hits and 10 at-bats. That's lifted the other way out to left. Upton is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first down. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Here's how the Halos are going to line up on defense. And guys, we need to seriously focus on the defense behind the dish today. This guy brings gold to the party, the ability to block balls, keep everything in front of him, shut down a running game, and massage his pitcher through 9 innings.
Simeon in an 0-2 hole here. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Olsen at second with 2 down. Dribbled up the line. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hit.
Down the first baseline. 0-1, here's the pitch. This is skied into short left center. Upton's under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. But the A's get a run on this RBI double. Ready now, Jeffrey Marte, set to lead off the home half of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. Gone! Well, that was this lineup's third homer of the game.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
Paul Calhoun will stand in now. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And guys, taking a look at this defense is going to have to be stout today. Starting pitcher with an ERA north of 5 usually spells some barrels being found by the opposition. So these guys better be on their toes in this one.
And here's a pitch inside, and that got him. In now is Andrelton Simmons. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. First delivery to him on the way. And a neck-high fastball that time. This is in the air out to right field. On the move is Joyce. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. So a runner at first with 2 away, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Ian Kinsler.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
Here's the 0-1. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him.
Wow, I love to watch a guy who's not afraid to move a hitter's feet. You work inside like that, all of a sudden guys aren't likely to dive out over the plate.
Count is 1-2 now. Maldonado leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Popped him up. Joyce coming on. Just foul. Again, a 1-2. Fouled off. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Davis is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Welcome back to beautiful Orange County, California. We get set for the top of the 3rd from Angel Stadium in Anaheim. Shoemaker gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
There to look it in is Simmons, 1 away.
The batter, number 8, shortstop.
And with 1 gone now, that'll bring in Jed Lowry. First pitch on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
The hitter in this situation has to understand that this pitcher is on the attack, looking for a quick inning. If there's something in the heart of the plate, you better pull the trigger on it.
Behind 0-2 now. Now here's the pitch. And the changeup is way low that time.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Jed Lowry is out number 2 here in the 3rd inning. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Seared down the first baseline. And this is going to get past him at first. That's a fair ball. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he's in there easily. It's a stand-up triple.
And that's his first triple season. The way he exploded out of the box, you knew he was determined to get to third.
Ball on the inside corner. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Davis is carrying around a sparkling slugging percentage up over 500. Obviously a huge threat every time he grabs a bat. Line to the right side. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. And he's in safely at third as a run also comes in to score, making it a two-run ball game. Striding in, Matt Olson. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. Davis on third with 2 out. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Trout has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side.